From the East Village, New York City. UCB, East Side, the cool one. Harmontown is now in session. Please welcome them to the stage, the mayor of Harmontown, Mr. Dan Harmon.
Yo, 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 yo. East Side rap. It's the best borough, I think. East Side rap. Just give me a second. Just give me a second.
Name
East Side, West Side, North Side, South.
Name two boroughs.
You're interrupting my rap.
Name two boroughs.
You're interrupting my rap. All right, starting over.
Here we go.
East Side.
Yeah.
East Side. Manhattan is a borough. East Side. The Bronx is a borough. East Side. Staten Island is a borough. Fuck you. Bonus borough.
Name two more boroughs.
I know all 6 of them. I've memorized them based on the fingers on my hand. Like Papoose. Or whoever that rapper was. Maybe I'm racist. Yo. Racist East Side rap. My ring finger is Staten Island because all your mamas are going to Highland. That's a street in Staten Island. You don't know as much about New York as I do. My middle finger is from the Bronx because I'm like, fuck you when I look at King Kong, who's a New York character. Famous to me. Yo, 9/11 happened here. Why are we talking about that? Don't do that in your rap. Terrible way to start your New York rap, but I don't give a fuck. That's New York style. I walk with a swagger and I walk for miles because you can't get a cab if you're truly awesome because you're usually black if you are. Yo, white guilt rap. East Side racist, white guilt rap. I love black people, what you think about that? Walk my dog, I always pick up the crap, because I follow municipal orders. I love the government. But only the local one. The one that, the streets government. Yo, local government. Civic statutes, motherfucker. 77125.8. Park with your wheels turned toward the curb, motherfucker. That's more of a guideline that they teach you to avoid your damage to your own car or hurting people, but it's still a civic, social contract. Part of the social contract, motherfucker. Take your garbage out, bitch. But if it's shaped weird, do it on Friday. And call them. Tell them there's a Christmas tree out here, motherfucker. It's not regular garbage. That's just, you just put it out there on Wednesday. Yo. East Side, West Side, pants and hats. I fucked your mama under the sea dance. I'm Marty McFly. I got them together. I said, I'm gonna fuck her instead, like a feather. What? So I fucked her. That means I fucked her light and gentle. And during the opening of Forrest Gump. I fucked her like a feather. I fucked your mama like a CG feather. Yo. Let's have a hand for DJ Coy over here. it's DJ Coy. All right. Don't get him confused with DJ Goy. He's
DJ Goy?
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm so New York that I love black people and Jews. I use their words for non-Jews to refer to us. It's kind of like the N-word for goyim. Like I call you a goy because I'm street. What's up, goy?
You've been in New York for a few days. You're already that street?
Yeah. This city invented streets, bitch. I keep wanting to say the N-word, like to be authentic,
Just fucking do it. What's the worst thing that could happen?
Yeah. Who could be listening, and who could ever profit from such a thing? Who would ever want to humiliate me or make me seem like a bad person? Why? There's no way to dip a paddle in that stream. I can't even conceive of it. But little old me.
You don't work for Sony anymore, NBC. You're a freestyler, man. You're
Yeah, I'm a free fucking, antenna for horrible clickbait.
Drop a couple N-bombs, man. You use this beautiful moment in time to just spread your wings and just be really racist.
I feel like you'd love it if I did that, and I feel like you're a bad person. But we're goy, so.
What'd you call me?
Hello, New York. Welcome. That was all the cold open of the show. We're here at the. We're here on the. We're in the East Village.
Yeah, in the prestigious heroin district.
I walk around here and I look at the bricks and I really understand everything about the city.
Could you live here, Dan? Let's say work took you here and you had to work on a show for 2 years. Could you enjoy living in the city here?
Yeah, I could. I don't think I would be functional. Like I get lost in LA, and I've lived there for forever. And I got lost in Milwaukee before that, and I just I don't want to give myself excuses, but I believe I don't have a sense of direction. You're not supposed to define yourself by your limitations. You're not supposed to say I'm bad at math. You're supposed to open a textbook, N-word. It's just another. I feel like I breathe that New York air, and I just want to fucking
say it.
I want to put a fucking flourish on shit. It's like, and I don't mean a dehumanized black person when I say it. It's like I mean you and the Statue of Liberty, and the pretzel maker. You're one of your New York salty pretzel makers.
Oh, yeah.
And your water that you have flown in from Chicago, so your pizza could taste right. I don't know what to.
Someone said no.
your bridges and tunnels and the crowds that come through them and across them and how wonderful they all are. What a great city.
Are you? You're kind of a little bit xenophobic, right? Like you're not crazy about the outside world.
Well, I liked Hercules better. Comedy show. I got some jokes that I can float. If you say Xeno,
no.
I think of Xena.
No.
That was great. That was like we were like Nichols and May or Pickles and Puberty.
We were just like Pickles and Puberty.
Oh, they were great. They were the first. There used to be 2 center squares in the Hollywood Squares, Pickles and Puberty. But when Pickles died, syphilis, they changed it. There's one square now.
How can there be 2 center squares?
It was. It was
like geometrically. How does that lay out?
It doesn't, because it was radio. There was no TV yet, so it was the idea that there was 2. Hollywood Squares was an idea.
Was on radio first?
Yeah, it was.
That seems like a terrible pitch.
We have a clip of that right now.
Do we really?
Yeah, the old original 1927 recording of the Hollywood Squares episode. Come there. Come. The first question is to Thomas Edison. Jack and Jill went up the hill, but Jack got a blank job from Jill. Thomas Edison. Blow job. Whoa, what? That's not what we expected. Well, I'm Thomas Edison, motherfucker. My business is things you didn't expect. It's called inventions. Look it up. Bleeper. Oh my God, he said it. Thomas Edison said the N-word. He invented the N-word on the radio version of Hollywood Squares. But he meant it hatefully.
He called Tesla. He's like, Tesla, you fucking...
Yeah. He's like at the World Fair in 1921, Tesla unveiled alternating current, and Edison was like, "This should be direct. You're a fucking electrical." He called him a. Yeah, he said he looked at the stuff and he was like, "This is blank rigged," you know. Like what are you doing? You can't electrocute an elephant with this. Thomas Edison loved electrocuting elephants.
Dan, now that you're quoting historical, you can attribute it to history. Like Obama said it on Zach Galifianakis' show. You're allowed to quote Edison calling
Zach
Tesla.
Galifianakis. He's so racist. He thinks Zach Galifianakis looks like Mark Maron.
Mark Maron, I meant.
That is the super racist. You're all the way back to not racist.
I think all podcasters are Greek.
Anyways, we're here in the East Village. It's famous for its pot pies and its sidewalk pieces, and it's the fire hydrant that was used to put out the original New York fire of 1830. I'm back there with Wikipedia. I know it's the New York had the first fire.
How did that fire start?
There was a monkey. That back then it was legal to own them as pets, and like people would bring them and they would just like the Ellis Island was actually like originally called
Monkey Island.
Yeah. Because it was overrun. Like they were like cats. Like you ever go to like a restaurant in Miami? Like there are that many cats. Like they were the cats of their time.
That many monkeys?
People.
It was a Miami cat level of monkeys.
People didn't know how to spay or neuter them.
Right.
We didn't know where to start. Because we would look for their privates and we would just see like monkey things and we didn't know. We didn't know we could find a dog penis and a cat penis, but when we looked at monkeys, there was a problem. Because I don't know why. It seems like that would be the opposite would be the case. You'd think you would go, I know exactly where to look, and I know what I'm looking for. I think that's why, because we were looking for something that looked like a human penis but monkified. And instead we saw, you know what a monkey penis looks like. It's a gnarled little, it looks like a claw. It looks like a raptor claw.
So how did the fire start?
It's monkey penises are covered with chitin, I think you pronounce it, like a mollusk shell, or a rhino horn. They're very compacted and like they're hard as glass. They have the texture of glass, and they're like white and like they curve and taper to a very sharp point. And so we thought that was like a fin or a knife, and So for a long time, you couldn't swing a cat, ironically, in New York,
Miami,
without hitting a monkey. And so it was one of them. That was the fire. It was politically it was blown out of proportion because there was an anti-monkey sentiment in New York.
Was this Tammany Hall, like back in the old days?
It was old boss Tweed,
right.
Was mayor of New York, and he. Yeah, his they called him
mayor of New York?
Yeah, they called him the Sugar Boys. There's political cartoons where it's Boss Tweed has got a sash that says mayor, but then he's in front of a trough that says Israel, and And then there's sugar, but the bags of sugar for some reason.
Wait, he was in league with the monkeys. Boss Tweed was.
Well, because it was all like if monkeys like were around, then they shit everywhere, and then so it was like all the municipal like back then municipal government was just like it was just your standard monkey grift. It was just. Someone's got to clean this up, and it's like, I'll do it, and it's fucking Boss Tweed in a costume. I was like, I got it. Oh, this is hard. I should have overtime. You can have it, because there was all of this was happening on the radio, so no one could see it's the same guy. But if you said stuff like, this is literally the same guy, they'd go, what are you, an anarchist? Are you like Sacco and Vanzetti? Or you could get exterminated for saying that stuff back then.
So how did the fire start?
The legend is.
Well, is it a legend or is it news? I mean,
that's the thing is that it was all. The truth is.
This is the great New York fire of 1921 or 3. What was it?
The 18.
18.
18. The truth is.
18. Okay, it's all right.
The absolute truth is.
That was before Miami.
I looked it up on Snopes. The actual fact is, it was Native Americans started the fire. That's not a popular thing to say in 18. There were still Native American cab drivers and
even back in 1818.
Yeah, well, right. Manhattan is a Native American word.
That means
city of the Indians. It was there. We discovered Manhattan. It's like the Emerald City for them, or was. Now we fucking killed them. I don't care. I care about them. I'm saying I don't care. Yo. How could we do to them? How could we have been back then? We were the savages. We were the monsters. Red skin, white skin. What's the difference when you put a bullet down? You're gonna get some gibbons. They're like monkeys that come from Alaska. You put them in a boat. Don't ask me what to do about that. Why, have you noticed I've gotten really bad at rap in the last 5 episodes of podcast? New York used to have more cats. Rap, tap, rap-a-tap, tap, tap. Yo. Okay, come on. Let's stop fucking around. This whole thing is like there's people here that haven't seen the show and they're like, this is the show? Rap? No, it's not the show.
What happened to your rap?
My show is an examination of...
Dan, I'm sorry to interrupt. Why is your rap suffering lately? Like, you used to be so good at it. Don't give me Jack Benny arms.
Don't Rochester me. I will tell you the truth, and I could tell you from your sarcasm that you won't agree with this, and that you'll probably be amused by it. But I'm telling you the honest truth, my theory to answer your honest question.
What is our show if not dealing the honest truth?
My actual honest answer to your question, for which I will be punished.
Not by me.
Because I don't think so. Because you were sarcastic. There's a bubble of insincerity around you.
No, there's not.
There's a bubble of sincerity around me. I'm going to tell you the honest answer.
Sincerely, why is your rap suffering?
The honest answer is because I feel too confident and comfortable doing it because I've done too many great raps. See? And there's no anxiousness.
Is Dave Klein here?
It's an art form from the streets. The streets are an anxious, nervous place. Like you have to be feral and skittish to rap really well. You have to feel like if this rap doesn't work, I might not have supper tonight. I have to rap for my supper. I don't have to rap for my supper. I can walk in here, lay a shit beat down. Not that beat's not shit. Whoever made that for free, please don't.
That was by Joey Woodward.
I can drop the opposite of science. I can drop social studies.
Are you saying that?
I can drop gym. I don't have to drop mad science anymore. I can drop happy gym. The opposite of mad science.
You're saying you're so comfortable with rap that you're not good anymore at it? Like you've become too complacent?
Yes.
How do we shake you out of that complacency and get you back into that raw, feral mode?
Well, not by telling me I'm bad at it.
I didn't tell you. You said backstage that you're like. You told me backstage. I've lost my my mojo with the rapping.
I think we don't. You think we've rapped too much already? Like I just. If you just play, I'll just try as an experiment. Just play a really fast. What's your fastest beat? And just like I just got to be off balance. I have to stop owning the art of rapping so much. I have to remember what it's like to be a guest in rap. Yeah. Yo, empty head, yo, rapping, yo, my microphone's a weapon, I'm a warrior, I fucked your mama so hard, I felt even sorrier for her pussy when I tenderized it with my pussy is my dick, and my dick's my pussy, what? Yo, my pussy is my dick, and my dick is my pussy, yo, I said my penis is a dick and my dick is a penis. I fucked your mom like my name was Enos from Dukes of Hazzard. He spun off. You're 25.
Feel it.
Yo, Houston Avenue. Houston? Yo, Houston Avenue, east and west. I fucked your mama so hard that she exploded her chest because my penis was that deep and it came out of her nipple and it was a ew. I agree. So you saying ew doesn't make me feel nervous. That was my point. You might as well be saying ew while you're watching like a bomb go off in Hurt Locker. Do you think the director would be like, oh no, I made Hurt Locker wrong? No, that's her point. Your generation is you don't get it.
It's your fault.
Trust me, and you need to accept it. You always want that explained to you when an old person says it.
You guys are always walking down Houston Avenue.
Yeah. You're like, oh, am I in Texas? No, it's a fucking different word. You pronounce it differently. You fucking holograms. You fucking Pokemons. You fucking like hoverboards. You fucking Jumanjis. You Jumanji eating, Vitamix using, fucking matcha drinking, fucking supplement taking.
Say it. Fucking say it.
No.
The heart wants what it wants, Dan. The heart wants what it wants.
Why don't you guys make your stamps more expensive? What the fuck are you doing? Pick a price. Fucking youngsters. When I was a kid, stamps were cheaper. You guys are crazy. What do you think you're gonna find a stamp price that's gonna make you good people? It's a sticker on an envelope. Wake up!
The laziest George Carlin.
I just thought it's funny the idea of like a curmudgeon who's crediting like stamps. We don't use that. I don't have to explain what I was going for, but I'm telling you, I thought it was funny because you didn't, and I want you to know I don't care. I have something called agency. Ever heard of it?
Why are you attacking the crowd so much right now? You're coming at them.
They're from New York. They respect you if you're like. This isn't fucking La La Land, where we can make them applaud by coating ourselves in marshmallows. I'm sure you would kind of be into that, but you know you need to be salty in New York. They put it on the streets here when it snows. It's a salty city. You know what Manhattan means in Native American?
It means the city of.
It means salty city.
Salty city.
Jesus Christ. Jack Gleason was born here.
Jack Gleason.
And he died on vacation. on a pier outside of Staten Island where the ferry is, and but we're going to talk about that later and a bunch of other stuff. But first, let's. We forgot to bring up Spencer. Let's Yo.
Hey guys.
That was my bad.
You got to bring this guy up, man. These guys just got cheated out of like all. If Spencer could have been up here the whole time, but Jeff.
But what they don't know is that Spencer is now like loaded, is lock, stock, and barrel.
All right, let me have it.
Barrel.
Spencer laid on his New York. What do you think?
I think the buildings, they're gonna fall apart. In California, there's earthquakes, so the building codes are really higher, and it makes me really nervous when I'm not around those California secured buildings. No offense, it's not any of your faults, probably.
So when you walk around these buildings that have been here for a long, long time,
Yeah.
you feel like they might crumble at any moment?
Yeah, I mean, you know how many like cars or like trucks or like Kool-Aid Mans can like burst through a brick wall? Just take out a city block.
Do you feel that LA is more Kool-Aid Man secure? Like,
Yeah. You know how you never see Kool-Aid men in LA?
Well, they don't set out to prevent Kool-Aid Manery, but by making a building earthquake proof, like Kool-Aid Man bounces off of those things.
yeah. He walks into the front
You know
door
what his
like a
catchphrase is in LA?
What?
Oh no.
Is that right?
Yeah. The Kool-Aid Man has to change his catchphrase when he's in LA. These guys, like, there are no Kool-Aid commercials anymore. They're just like, they're being so nice. They're like, I'm sure I'll look it up later, and I'm sure there's such a thing as a Kool-Aid Man, and I'm sure like maybe his
go on
catchphrase was,
YouTube
oh
and
yes.
look up what we're talking about. Kool-Aid Man he was kind of a terrorist. He would, there would be thirsty children at a party, and they go, I'm thirsty, and then a giant terrorist would burst through the wall.
It was a man. It wasn't a man. It was a monster. It was an anthropomorphic pitcher, an anthropomorphic pitcher of Kool-Aid with a face on it.
I think the kids know. There's been Family Guy episodes about this.
Oh, okay, Family Guy. Yeah. All right, go watch Family Guy so you can understand my comedy. I wanted to throw the drink down, but then I was like, I'd just the next 45 minutes.
Say
I'd be
the
like,
word.
Sorry.
Say the word, Dan. Say the
I'm not
word.
gonna say your hate-filled word.
I'm on that absinthe right now.
Oh, you drank? Did you drink some of Jane's absinthe?
I might have drank more than other people who drank it.
Yeah. Our friend Jane, is it Cook? Jane Cook?
Yeah.
Makes
so close to Dane Cook that she.
And Dane Cook did a bit about the Kool-Aid Man. He doesn't like it when Juice wears tights. Yeah, from that album in like I don't know.
So I'm treading in safe water. That's what we're saying.
No,
okay.
you took it in a whole new left field direction.
His catchphrase is "Oh no" in LA. When you're at a party as a kid in LA and you go, "I'm thirsty," sometimes you'll hear a thud,
and then like the crack of glass, the shattering of glass,
and someone saying, "Oh no." And that's how you know that you should buy Kool-Aid.
And then
because remember, the commercials aren't for architecture.
No.
If they were, the Kool-Aid Corporation would be like, let's not air this. But there are LA commercials where you hear the thud and you hear, oh no. Right. And they say, look, it's still fucking delicious. He just can't get into your house unless you invite him in. He's like a vampire. Yeah,
let the right Kool-Aid jug in.
Except unlike a vampire, when you do invite him in, then he goes, I'm trying. I can't fit. I'm. Why do you think I come through the wall? I'm 9 feet wide.
Come around the back. We have a backyard. Come around the gate.
We have to have my birthday party at a stadium with a dome so that you can hear oh yeah, and he's dropped in. But dumb. I got how excited I stuttered, and it was like why did he stutter for that? Why did that make him excited? Did he think it was going to be neat to what he said? honey, why do you think? What do you think causes Dan's stutter? I think it seems like when he gets really excited about what he's going to say next. Why would he be excited about that stadium thing? Well, he doesn't always know, sweetie. It's not a written show. He's not a proud person. The show's not called Dan Harmon's Proud of Himself. And even if it was, the content of the show doesn't need to prove the title right. There's no bondage in family ties. Knight Rider doesn't wear armor, and they doesn't exist. There's nobody named Knight Rider in that show. There's a guy named Knight. The car's name is Kit. Look it up. This is all New York shit. You should be into this.
It should be called Kit Rider. Thank you. I'll be here till Thursday.
Why?
I think that's when I go home.
You here till Thursday?
I think. I don't know.
All right. Well, we're being rude to our guest. So here's the thing. In introducing this, our friend, I want to explain to you why I'm here. It's for UNICEF. There's a basket being passed. Real funny. They're crippled. Great. Yo. UNICEF. They need your money real bad because some people are born with the chances you didn't have. You were born with 2 arms. Some people weren't. Give them money. Is that what UNICEF is? UNICEF needs better PR. So give them money and you can know who they are. Yo. Please help UNICEF tonight. We've forgotten what they are, and that is a terrible life for a charity. UNICEF needs your help before it can go back to helping people.
Help them brand themselves.
Yeah. I mean, March of Dimes. Who could forget them? I mean, it's like, wow. Those are obviously the people that.
What does March of Dimes do? What does March of Dimes do?
Well, doesn't it sound like a fucking horrible horror premise? The March of Dimes. It always scared me when I would hear that. Like, I would go, I'm sorry. Don't forget, March of Dimes is coming.
Why is that? Why is it scary?
The March of anything is scary.
Okay. But dimes are so small.
But it's like the March of Souls. Like, it's not, the things aren't marches.
Well, souls are terrifying.
But the thing it's the march of is not the thing that's marching.
Okay.
The march of genocide is Nazis. Okay. The March of Dimes is like these. I don't know what's coming, but it wants your dimes, and I haven't had any since 1968. It's worse than a penny because it's smaller, and there's a guy on it. It looks like
who's on the dime, Dan?
The dime. It's Michael Chiklis is on the dime. If you really look at it, I think from my memory, I haven't looked at a dime since before I heard of Michael Chiklis, but based on I'm remembering Michael Chiklis on the dime. Our next guest played the Thing in the first Fantastic Four movie. Michael Chiklis.
If Michael Chiklis came out right now, that'd be the best segue of all time.
You gotta see if you can find Roger Corman's horrible, shitty. I have to hurry up and finish making this movie, or I'll lose the rights to make it. Fantastic Four movie, in which Michael Chiklis plays the Thing, and because he already says it's clobbering time in the first half of the movie, he's left with nothing else to say. At the end of the movie, when he comes into the third act, he goes, "It's clobbering time for real." It's so sad. It's like an alcoholic dad. We're going to the zoo, and I mean it. Sorry about the last clobbering time. It kind of got interrupted. I fell asleep. It's the clobbering thought that counts. I apologize. My dad hit me 10 times more than yours hits you. And that's the progress. I consider myself a pacifist compared to him. You're welcome.
So clobbering time is terrifying for the kids.
March of Dimes is like, it sounds like It Follows. Like, that's an innocuous but terrifying act. It Follows. What follows? March of Dimes. What do they want?
They want dimes.
Well, but why? Like Pumpkinhead. Like, that's scary because it sounds like dumb. Like Pumpkinhead. Oh, fuck. All right, come on. So, we have a guest tonight. So the reason I'm in New York is not for UNICEF. That was all a joke. And scene. All right. Yeah, he got. Well, yeah. Well, see, touch my hair and then say gross. So now I'm 11 again.
I just fucked you in the butt, and then that wasn't enough for you. That's the greatest compliment a person can give another person is to fuck him right in the butt. Right?
Yeah.
Right, New York? This New York is a butt fucking town.
They call sodomy is called a New York salute. I couldn't think of anything better. This next guy could come up with something better because he's our guest, and he's a professional comedy writer, producer.
Chickless.
So the reason I'm here in New York is because I'm shooting this thing for IFC. Ever heard of it? Unlike these other basic cable networks, their name still means something.
It's a raw bone documentary about monkeys starting the fire of 1921.
I mean, because you when you hear the description of the pilot, you'll go, "What does that have to do with independence or film?" But if you really think about it, you'll go, "Oh," because the network is gonna they're gonna have a new slogan like TLC. You know, it's like because they show the things and it's like why Ducktown. What is this? But then, as if an apology, they go like TLC because you could learn about anything. It's all
Animal Planet. It's very human, meaning like there's no fucking animals in that goddamn fucking channel.
Yeah, humans are animals too.
Yeah.
Why are you apologizing? Make different programming then.
There has been no arts or entertainment on A&E for
change your name to television station number 9. Up next,
say the word.
Breaking Bad here on AMC, where you're watching new classics as they happen. Toothpaste Wars on the History Channel, because hey, some people might hear about this one day if you watch. Slut Night on Discovery Channel. No disclaimer necessary. Discover everything's a Discovery. Slut Night.
What happens? What do you think is going to happen on season 3 of Slut Night?
Well, they're kicking Maggie off.
No, we love Maggie.
She's the
sluttiest one. Oh yeah, you guys, New York hates Maggie, of course.
Well, yeah. But by the way, she's from Long Island. But she says New York. But and I'm sorry, I'm not going to win any popularity contests for saying this, but she's no slut. There, I said it.
Wait.
She's not a slut.
We've divided the crowd on that one.
She has agency. They edit it out. More sluts, Discovery Channel. Less fake sluts. She's an autonomous person with status and okay. So the reason I'm here is we're doing IFC. We're shooting a pilot. They've cast me as a host, and I don't think you have to ask why. Because just you look at what you've seen tonight. Is it a show about Asperger's, Dan? Why are you? Is it a show for the blind? Is it a show in which there's names of people's pictures of people's faces on the floor, so that what normally looks like someone staring at the floor while they talk is the new definition of a professional host? Is it the show called This Week's Current Events as Floor Tile?
How did you get this job?
I don't know.
Who can't?
It's a bad economy. It's like times are tough, and no one's watching TV anymore, and they're just.
Is there so much cachet in the Dan Harmon brand right now that we want you to host our show?
We're meeting in the middle. Like my podcast is gaining a few listeners, TV's losing a few viewers, and so we meet in a nice happy middle. Yeah, they're like, how about you? I don't know. We ran out of people.
Who do you think they passed on right before it came to you?
One of them is our next guest, actually.
For real?
Yeah, I know. You'd think we wouldn't get along but I really like this guy. I've just been chatting with him for 5 minutes backstage. But
he's not bitter.
His reputation. No, he's not. He's yeah. Well, you'll find out. He's a wonderful personality. He's from Long Island. Are you from Long Island? Which I kind of shit on just a second ago, but I don't know anything about it, so it doesn't matter. So anyways, so the thing that we're doing is this. We'll talk about it with him as a way of explaining it, because otherwise, then I'm gonna, I'll be like 12, and I won't have. I mean, it's like so that.
Dan,
the title of this episode, it will be Dan introduces.
And we never meet
guest. Such a good episode. He talked about slavery.
Is the IFC show going to be this riveting? Is it going to be like this kind of trenchant interviews? Nope. Let's bring him out.
No, stop it. Well, if I didn't to do a good introduction, like a good host does.
Okay, let's take it from the top. You want like music for this?
No.
Yeah, be Dick Cavett. Pretend you're sitting on the couch, and it's like it's groovy. It's the '70s. Like you're gonna bring somebody out, and like.
Few television shows in recent memory have had as much impact on the entertainosphere as the deceptively named Daily Show. For truly, it is a show for the century. And although it airs daily, there's nothing daily about it. There's a lot of daily stuff about it. Anyways, we all love the Daily Show. This guy was the.
Let's take it from the top, Dan. Let's take it from the top. Guest intro, take 2.
Long Island born stand-up comic and comedy writer and television producer, but you can't say his name in the middle of the introduction. So-and-so is, well, they can't say that. That makes it sound like...
Take 3. Guest intro, take 3. Take 3.
This next Long Island born stand-up comic and television producer, that sounds like we have a lot of them.
Great, that's so good.
Dan,
it's so good.
Our next guest
Dan, we go live in 15 seconds.
Our next guest's Long Island birth and stand-up comedy has been the talk of town in Staten Island.
We're live in 5 seconds.
And at the Daily Show.
We're live. Take it in. We're live.
For over
3,
13 years.
2, 1, we're live. Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, my new friend and a guy who's going to be performing in the pilot that we're going to be telling you a little bit about. UNICEF founder. Inventor of the Bechdel test, which was then given the credit was given to some woman. You're welcome, Jenny Bechdel. You know she came up with that test in the midst of a terrible breakup.
We're live.
With a man that defined her life.
We're live.
It's our new friend.
We'll be right back. We're going to go commercial. Gold Bond powder.
UNICEF. We're getting better every day. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Rory Albanese. I think Okay, I'll sit here. Hello. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry.
What an intro.
Yeah.
I want to watch that show, just you introing me. That's it. Good night, everybody.
So Dan beat you out of a job to host the show?
Yeah, he did. I didn't even think of it that way. I would never have said yes to this shit.
Because
we were arch nemesis. Is that the right word?
all I heard was I remember,
Nemesis.
while they were singing your praises, like there was that much of a clause in it that was like he actually was going to host or wanted to host, and I was like, oh, that sounds like that sounds like he'll be a real Robin to my Batman.
Wait a minute. That's a good thing, right? Robin, your Batman.
No, I mean, well, that's the sarcasm. Is that
I see.
It sounds
The
like he's going to want to murder me.
The sarcasm might be more like the Scarecrow.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I'm
Right.
sorry. No, not at all. I think it's great that you're hosting.
Yeah, because we
It's
like
awesome.
each other. Because we immediately started talking about Witcher 3 and video games and role
We did.
playing.
We did. Witcher 3. What's up, ladies?
We're
We're not talking about Witcher 2 like a bunch of losers. Not the third one. Yeah. It's because we got enough money for a PS4. Yeah.
So wait, did my mic go off, or am I just less effective?
I don't hear you.
I think it went off.
Yeah. Okay. So you come from the whiplash, breakneck, thrill-a-minute world of daily.
There's a fucking intro.
Yeah, man.
Now you're doing it.
In the outback of pickle dick boomerang zoomery, that is the Daily Show.
Yes, pickle dickery is our fucking motto, man. If you don't have a pickle dick, get off the fucking can. That's what we say. It's on the bumper sticker, guys.
Daily Show left no dick unpickled.
Unpickled. Yeah. Every now and then, a fucking Republican would come through and be like, pickle that dick, you know? People would be like, these guys are on the fucking pulse. These guys are they got their fucking beat on the dick on the pulse. You know what I mean?
Did you start? You started doing stand up, I assume, and then like kind of branched into writing, or were you always?
I started doing stand up right when I started. This is not going to be that exciting. I was there was like
hey,
rap.
that's my job. Saying that
There was rap. We were rapping before. Let me just say something very quickly about Long Island in its defense. All right.
surprisingly short.
Yes, surprisingly short. Also, Brooklyn and Queens are on Long Island. All right.
What?
So just for the record, when some fucking ding dong from Brooklyn is like, "Oh, you going to Long Island?" Be like, "That's where you live." All right. That's where you fucking live.
When I was a kid,
Where you fucking live. It's on the island, Brooklyn, Queens.
when I was 10, me and my friend lit a telephone pole on fire.
It's the opposite talking. This can't be true.
For real. It was the 4th of July, and we put a bunch of firecrackers inside a telephone pole because there was bugs in it. And we lit
Do you
the-
know what telephone poles are? I feel like we're gonna find out like that you
Go back a second.
that it's like a coin purse or something. It's like no, there's a telephone poles. There's those
With
things
the-
with
the
you put
leaves
things
and the
in,
apples.
and that are very flammable.
I also love the idea.
was a
You're
big- it was a big-
you're like, because there were bugs in it, so we did the right thing. I mean, you can't have bugs in a
we
telephone pole.
we were 11 or 10 years old, and we were being assholes, and there was like termites inside this telephone pole's big
Yeah.
fucking thing. So we put a bunch of firecrackers in it
Yeah.
and fireworks, and then it lit on fire, and the fire what do we call it, the fire department.
Yeah, the guys
showed
who
up.
save people. Yeah, fire department.
And
Yeah.
we boned the fuck out, but we lit a telephone pole on fire.
What does it look like when it's on fire?
It looked like a giant tree without leaves on fire.
Wow. How long did service go down for?
I don't know that it did.
Wow.
It's just a pole. The telephone doesn't go
I
through.
think that says a lot about landlines, guys. You know what I mean? People are really against landlines these days, but that says a lot. You can light them right up on fire. Try lighting a fucking satellite
Am
on
I right
fire
in
and
saying
using
there's
your
an
cell
Orange
phone.
County in Long Island? There's an Orange County, right?
Orange County's in New Jersey, but it doesn't matter. There's counties
Oh,
and
it's
shit.
Nassau? No, Nassau.
Nassau,
right?
yeah,
That's where
yeah.
we were. That's right.
Spencer, weren't you telling me that if you
Really?
that if you
Woo for Nassau County. Yeah. Somebody likes jet skis.
This is why I'm a bad host, because I'm still hung up on something and I haven't heard anything for the last 3 minutes. But didn't you tell me, Spencer, that cell phones, when you call 911 on a cell phone, it's like like if you call it on a landline, it's like it's are you calling 911? You're getting connected, and then the response is like there's like a delay or something. What you aren't telling? You look confused.
I didn't say any of that.
I don't know. So, like we're all using cell phones now, but like
I remember when you said that shit, man. Why are you bucking out of it now? What the fuck?
There's one thing.
Who is this
you
asshole?
wouldn't shut up about it backsstage.
Yeah,
He's like, you
backstage,
guys.
they're all like, don't call 911 on your cell phone. go. Had a T-shirt on and shit. I remember all of it. Dude, I'm totally your Robin. Only Robin would say shit like that.
Now, do you feel like Dan is a better host than you?
Yes, I do. Yes, I'm at the UCB. You're supposed to say yes and to everything. That's it. Yes, and I think his dick's bigger. So there you go.
Wow.
Why would I say that? I'm terrible at improv.
Yes, my dick is bigger,
Yes,
and
we're on the moon now with our giant dicks. Oh no, there's no gravity. My giant dick is somewhere. Call the president. And scene.
yes, and
See how I heightened it? You got to call the president because there's no one higher than the president. It's called UCB level. Fucking get it down.
yeah, man. I was just in a really great AssCat show. Were any of you there? Did anybody hit the double jackpot of getting into that show and this one?
Wow.
Really? Or are you just okay?
They love clap.
You improv dropping or you fucking really there,
There was
guys?
2 or 3 people that said yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes people don't. I don't want to be a dick, but
How was the
UCB
show,
East.
Dan? Did you host it? Like, were you doing the monologue portion of it?
He introed all the performers. They were there for 16 hours. Yeah. It was the only way to close out the Del Close Marathon is they have Dan intro 4 people, and it takes up the whole 24 hours.
Dan is the Michael
Yeah, that's
Jordan.
a fact. That's how they do it.
It's actually how Del Close died. I was introducing him to his doctor.
You were trying to tell his doctor what was wrong. You're like,
Yeah.
you have to understand. He has this thing. Let me tell you about things. And then it was just like, there was blood coming out of his. What do you call that hole? You know what about holes? I like holes. Ever let a telephone pole on fire? What's going on right now?
So the premise of this IFC thing. Well, you just said I don't want to be a dick, but UCB East. What were you gonna? I didn't want to.
I
lose
remember.
it.
Oh, something that was gonna be stupid. It made sense at the moment, but now it feels weird.
I think now's the time to vent why you hate UCB so much.
Yeah, because they're so ungenerous.
No, it's cultish. It's cultish. That's my issue with it. Yeah. Like, I had to fucking blow Matt Walsh 3 times just to get here tonight. Yeah. True story. And I blew him years ago, too, and this is it.
And he denied it.
Yeah,
which is terrible
He
improv.
still denies it.
No.
He said, no, but do it again. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're supposed to say yes and reach under the ball. You know? Fucking basic shit. Yeah. That's fucking BJ's 1.
I
That's
gave
level
Matt-
1 BJ.
I gave Matt Besser one of the worst hand jobs I've ever given.
Heard about that hand job. I saw his one-man show, His Besser's Bad HJs. I saw that.
The show that we're doing on Wednesday, which I think it's already. If you didn't move on the tweet that I sent out, then I just feel bad for you. I sent out a tweet today because it's in another small space, so I'm sure it was like, why am I being so cocky? Well, because it's not
Doesn't
really
feel
cocky
cocky
because
at
it's
all.
like
Doesn't feel cocky at all.
It feels sad, and it's like watching a guy brag about the size of
When
his
you're hosting the show, are they going to? If they say,
bathroom.
Dan, when we open the show, your
Drawer.
your camera is camera 2. You got to look right into camera 2. Are you still going to look at the floor? When
I don't know. I'll
They're
look
not
at-
idiots. Camera 2's on the floor. They know what they're doing.
There you are.
Guys, it's professionally produced. They know what they're doing.
It's at this. I have no idea where it is.
It's at
it's
106 in Park. Don't line up now, guys. You'll get in.
Now, Dan, we're sitting next to a guy that seems.
Don't spend the weekend there.
He's got a great baritone voice.
Yeah.
He makes
Do
eye
I?
contact.
Do I?
He's not uncomfortable getting up and walking around and working the room.
This old thing.
Yeah. How did you lose to this
Because
guy?
I think that one of the guys at IFC, not the production company that's making the pilot, I think because they're always like, IFC is so excited that you're hosting. So I'm like, oh, that means you hate me. But so I think maybe someone at IFC like maybe my dad called him
No, it's.
and was like, listen to me, my son worked hard.
Wait a minute. Wait, our dads are allowed to do that shit?
Yeah.
I've called my dad off for years. We're like, don't do it. Don't do it.
No,
I should've-
you shouldn't.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, I'm an
that's
idiot.
exactly
'Cause
what
if
you
my
go through
dad
a
calls
phase.
you, you will fucking break down
And
after a while.
do you know that they are capable of driving you all the way to McDonald's or school, and you don't have to get out a block away?
What?
That's a choice you made.
I didn't know that.
When you
I
were a
was just-
flawed person, because you
Yeah.
resist, you can rekindle that. Dad, drive me all the way to McDonald's.
Yeah, wow.
Wait, take me back to the beginning of that story. You got.
Otherwise, you don't want your
before
friends
you
to
go?
see your dad. You want them to think you disappear places. I get it. Before you can drive, you don't want your friends to know your parents brought you. You want them to think you just fucking. Maybe you're like in that awesome
Is your
movie
dad-
where they jumpers.
Leapers, jumpers.
What's that
What's
movie
that movie where they jump?
What's that movie?
I think it's Leapers.
Was that Leaping movie where they jump? What the fuck is the name of that movie?
Or is it? Oh, it's
What's the one with
the sequel is Leapers 2.
The guy who
Jumpers.
plays No, because sometimes I get loopers and jumpers confused, but you don't want to do that shit, man.
No,
because
don't
your
loop.
fucking brain will explode. You
You
don't
end
watch
up-
those movies back to back either. It's like fucking ammonia and bleach, guys.
Leapers
It'll
can't be
fucking,
jumpers. Is your dad still around? Is he alive?
yeah, he's a leaper.
Are you close with your dad?
I was, and then he fucking leaped away for a pack of smokes when I was 20. When I was 20, he's like, I'm going
see
to
how
leap
he
for a
dies,
pack
man?
of smokes.
You see it?
Yeah, we're close enough.
Are
know?
you close? Are you friends? Are you,
We're not friends. We have a.
you get along? Are you pals?
Oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on here right now? I'm going to cry a little bit now. I don't know. I mean, we could be closer.
We don't know you.
I don't
We're trying
know.
to get. I mean, do you call him up once in a while? Like, do you,
Yeah, I call him sometimes, and for my mom, and then he'll pick up. So that I gotta fucking talk to him a little bit.
What is it about that?
I gotta run interference. I gotta be like, yeah, that's good. Was mom around? Because I have something I'd like to communicate to a human.
So you're close to mom, but not.
That's basically it. I don't know.
What-
Anyway, have you guys ever seen Leapers, dude? That movie
Leapers
is
2.
fucking.
Leapers can't be choosers.
They cannot. That's true. That is sound advice, especially for the young people in the room.
So
if you're looking for a leaper,
what
don't
is
be
it about
picky.
your dad that creates the distance?
I don't know.
why
He's a
the
fucking
distance?
Italian guy. You know what I mean? He's Italian.
He's Italian.
Yeah, he's
so he even
Italian.
pronounces it wrong.
Yeah. He's so Italian. He gets it. All Italians pronounce everything wrong. It's not prosciutto. It's prosciutto. But that's just New York. That's just Gumbat's behavior. Is what that is. Yeah.
got the Flubats.
I have a half Gumbat side. That's a little Gumbats. You know what I mean? Flubats. You guys, the Long Island, the one lady who cheered for Nassau County is like, he fucking gets it.
So
Everybody else is like, I don't know.
are you
Williamsburg
Italian?
doesn't have her.
Are you a New York Italian all the way across the board?
Yeah. No, not all the way. The other half is a Jew. Yeah. I'm sorry. Don't leave. You never say you're a Jew in a crowded theater. I learned that, and I fucked it up. There's a back door. we
But
say.
you like your mom is Jewish.
My dad's Italian, and I'm in therapy. I'm actually not in therapy. I'm not in therapy. It's fine. It worked out fine.
You're closer to Jewish mom than Italian dad.
Yeah, just because my mom's like, like she can like talk and shit. My dad just says like platitudes. Like he just is like a handbook. He's like, hey, he calls me his Hollywood son. He's like, hey, how's my Hollywood son? I'm like, I've never really lived in Hollywood. You know what I mean? He's like, what are you doing? You making a movie? What are you hanging out with Brad Pitt? I'm like, is mom around? Is mom there? Because I just want to talk to like a fucking normal thing. Somebody normal.
I don't want to keep
Just
keep
everything
living
is
through this
just
Ziggy
nonsense.
cartoon or
Please.
whatever you're doing.
Hey, look, I got a case of the Mondays already. Guys, I don't want to freak you out, but I'm pretty contagious. I got the Mondays.
Is
Or is that Kathy or Ziggy? I'm sorry.
Do you ever hug
that's
your
Garfield.
dad?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I hug him. I mean,
You ever say,
yeah, I hug him. I hug
You
him.
never like on a holiday. I love you, Dad.
No, I love him. I hug him. But
You say it. Do you say?
yeah, I say I love you, but put mom on. You know what I mean? Like, I don't hate the dude. I want to fucking talk to him that much.
I don't tell my parents I love them.
You know? I tell your mom. I'm just kidding. I stopped myself. That was a fucking low. That was a real Long Island moment, guys.
You're turning into your father.
I am. You don't know what I'm turning into.
Don't hit me.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
You're not my real dad.
All of a sudden, I'm just sitting here in tighty whities and fucking black dress socks. I'm like, what happened? Get out of here. CSI's on.
I will text I love you too.
Wow.
In response.
Your parents can read text? What are they 30?
Well, my mom just learned I think she was only direct tweeting me. But
What?
I
Your
think,
mom can tweet? My mom's like, explain the Twitter. I'm like, you'll hate it. You'll hate it. I don't want her near Twitter.
my mom has a locked account, so I guess she can read my tweets.
Wow.
And then she would direct tweet me, which comes to my phone as a text message, and I would just direct tweet her back and go, you can text me and we can just go back and forth, and it's less advanced than what you're doing.
Yeah. She's gone past the easy thing.
Yeah, she's like appearing to me like the ghost in the beginning of 2010. The guy was like, "Oh, I'm a being of energy from the first movie." In
2010. Hold on a minute.
the year we made contact.
Oh, Contact.
No. No, 2010, the year we made contact, is not the making of the movie Contact.
I guess I never really saw that movie, but I did like that new
You know what I'd
Matthew
like to see?
McConaughey goes to space movie that just came out.
I'd really like to see 2009, The Reason We Made Contact, because I have some questions.
No, I've seen First Contact. It's a fine Star Trek film.
But there was a sequel to 2001 called 2010.
Wow. Is that like The Wiz?
It's terrible.
Oh, so it's like The Wiz.
In that it's based on they didn't pay for the rights to 2001 the movie. They based it on the original book. So it's
God.
oh look, it's Dorothy, I guess,
Right.
but the public domain version.
Her name's
she's
like
not
Francesca. Yeah.
She's
from Utah.
The fuck was my parents? I don't love
How
them.
did the monkeys start that fire?
Well, they could be flying monkeys. I mean, I'm just saying we're talking about the Wizard of.
They didn't. I told you. I looked it up on Snopes. It was. Didn't I already say?
Talking about the Great Fire of 1830.
Yeah, it was Dominicans, and then when it was Native American. It was. I know. It was exactly.
Just so you get a sense of how racist America was back then.
Dan, if I can be quite honest, we deal in honesty here. Backstage, Dan was coming down on the Dominicans pretty hard backstage.
Pretty hard.
I just like. Well, like.
What is your fucking beef with the Dominicans?
Well, are they really a republic?
Wow. You make a lot. Look, you're making a lot of sense right now, Dan.
Do you get to just
You
throw
make a
that
lot of
word
sense.
around?
Yeah, I
We're
agree.
the Dominican Republic. Okay, I'm the Dan Harmon Republic.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I mean, come on. You're just Dominico.
You know what this is, guys? I don't want to get involved here, but he's part Puerto Rican. That's where this anger comes from. It's true. The Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans do not get, because it's a PR, DR, there's a thing. I'm telling you, that's a real fucking, if you weren't all so fucking white, if you ever talk to the people in the neighborhoods you live in, you would learn that there's a lot of inter-race hatred, and you don't have to feel bad about it because you didn't cause this.
You're an Italian, so I'm assuming that you're a jet versus a
shark?
A shark.
Oh, yeah, I'm a jet all the way, baby. From my first cigarette to my last dying day.
Yeah, I don't think you can get out. You can't get out.
This just got really gay.
Do you have a rocket in your pocket?
Do I have a rocket in my pocket?
Yeah.
We're on stage, my friend. Let's talk about These are backstage.
When I watch what's it called? West Side Story.
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
The absinthe just fucking kicked in.
Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, we were.
No, I was talking about.
Let's just be clear about this. Somebody gave you a fucking
Jane.
What looks basically. All right, so somebody. It's Jane. Jay.
Jane.
Like. All right. Whatever your name is, Jane.
It's Jane.
This looks like some shady olive oil in a jar, and he's just drinking it. You just fucking bought like Crisco, and we're like, I made absinthe. Let's see how much I'll drink. And he's fucking pounding that shit.
Take a swing at this.
No, because it could be LSD in there or something.
Well,
I told you I'm a half a Jew.
Jane's a trusted member of the Harmontown family.
She is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds legit.
It is.
I mean, if Harmontown trusts her,
Well, we're a republic.
I mean, if she has the Harmontown FDA approval, then how could she not be okay? Why would she want to see you guys strip your balls off up here? I believe in you, Jane.
Take a big swing off that.
Fuck, dude. Fucking A, that's like gasoline, Jane.
You could absolutely run a lawnmower on that.
Holy fuck
I'll
nuggets.
do one little baby sip.
No, that's like, wow. That's like that, what's that line in The Naked Gun when he's like, it's like drinking Drano, it'll clean you out inside. It's exactly, take a sip of that.
Yeah, I've got bad experiences with Jane's
It's
concoctions,
good.
but I have to write the show that we're taping on Wednesday tonight, or I just will never be written.
Boy, Jane's got a deep voice. That's good.
So get advice on because you worked with one of the great TV hosts.
He took that pretty easy.
We have to do this thing on Wednesday.
Guy was so drunk last night.
The premise of the pilot that we're doing is that I am the host, which
Yes.
is already kind of a premise.
First of all, Dan's a great host.
Thanks,
so
guys.
enough with this bullshit. Second of all, the premise of the pilot is that he is it so Rupert Murdoch's son? I mean, is that fucking it up?
No, I didn't hear
There was
the
a subplot.
the version of the show you guys developed before you got fired.
Yeah, that's.
I'm just
There
finding
I
out
am,
about
and I
this
come
now.
out and I do a big tap dance number, and everyone loves me. What do you mean I don't have the job? And there I am, just me and the people. and I'm singing a song.
Papa,
I
can
don't
you
understand.
hear me?
It seems perfect. It's for IFC. I said tap dance number.
Your deal was about to close when they found your anti-vax blog, and they're like, "This isn't going to work for." Okay,
They saw They saw my selfies with fucking Jenny McCarthy. Like, she knows. She gets it. She gets it.
Well, who's second on the
I'm
list?
just kidding, guys. I have a selfie stick. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to take a selfie with Jenny McCarthy without a selfie stick.
What do we? I mean,
Good try, Jane. Good try.
like what when you're doing? Are there do's and don'ts like on the Daily Show? So John would have, he's got a guest in every episode virtually. They're coming out. Like what? How did you prep for like how tightly did he adhere to a plan that was done through pre-interviews and stuff like that?
Oh, dear.
It depends on the guest. I mean, the thing that was interesting about the Daily Show. The thing that was interesting about
one pill make you.
Look, I'm more of a Kilborn man myself.
That's when the Daily Show.
I love when
daily.
I love when like the crowd.
He's already fucked up.
I love that the crowd groans. They're like, "Oh, dude, he said Kilborn."
Take a big one. Take it. Go. Big one.
Jane. Oh, Jane.
Muscle up.
I have a feeling Jane could be fucking Jim, and I'm not going to know at the end of the night.
Well, funny you should say that.
I'm just kidding, guys. I know gender's not a thing anymore. I get it. I'm kidding. Jane, John, it's all shoulders up. I get it. If you think you're a lady, you're a lady. I read the papers.
This is terrible. Jane is a transgender.
It's not terrible. I think it's fantastic. I'm all for Jane being transgender. My only issue with transgender is they say the only question you can't ask is do you have a dick, and I keep saying that's the only question I have. If I can't ask that, then let's not talk about it.
Did you see our mutual friend John Oliver's this week tonight about the transgender thing?
Yes.
Were you kind of like surprised? I found myself feeling ashamed right away because already it's like, I was patting myself on the back just for getting through the door of not bullying and all this stuff, and it's like, and now they showed Barbara Walters going like, so under your pants, what's going on? And I was kind of like, well, that's me. I thought I was being progressive by asking all the details.
Yes.
I was like, oh no, that doesn't make any sense. Why would I do that? And it's like I'm constantly playing catch up. I always feel like I just feel like this barbarian. I feel like this old like sad gorilla at the zoo that's just like keeps crushing kittens they bring to it. Because it's replacing one that knows sign language, but I just keep asking for ice cream and killing.
I think that's okay. Every zoo needs this gorilla that kills kittens. You know what I mean? You know how many fucking extra kittens they have at the zoo? You have no idea. It's a real problem.
Well, New York still has a cat problem.
That comes out of our tax dollars, guys. Feeding those kittens. I'm not paying for that shit. That's why we aren't gorillas killing them.
You're already drunk on absinthe, aren't you?
I don't know what I'm drunk on, but that shit's fucking dangerous. I seriously feels like I could have just taken a shot of fucking Gulf, 87, whatever.
Yeah.
What's a fuel? Like 88, 9?
I like that you went back to the 70s for a gas station.
Is Gulf not a thing anymore? No, Gulf's a fucking thing, guys. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Gulf still exists. Fuck you. I'll tell you right now, I don't drink from fucking BP spouts. Am I right? Huh? Yeah.
Don't support that. Don't support it.
See, I got to get in the crowd on my side.
No, yeah.
Woo, those sons of bitches. Yeah. I like good gas, like Exxon. Woo. The good people over at Exxon, they don't kill fucking dolphins and shit. They just fucking make my SUV hum.
You're a Standard Oil guy from way back.
I'm a big Standard Oil man. That's why I hate these filtered cigarettes nonsense. If I wanted a filter, I wanted a fucking...
You like your Lucky Strikes?
I like my Pall Malls, my Lucky Strikes. My Virginia Slims wide. I like my Virginia Slims
That's hard
unfiltered.
to get. It's hard to get.
I like my Virginia Wides unfiltered. You guys too young for that shit.
How does a host move from one topic to another?
I don't know. Music.
Yo. Host rap. Yo. I'm going to moderate
Break it
discussion.
down.
Gonna fuck your mama so hard I give her a concussion.
Give us some.
That was good. You were.
Listen,
you were,
I'm going to tell you right now. If
were
I
hype
knew how to
manning
go from one thing to another, I might have gotten the job. I'm the wrong guy to ask.
But I'm actually just kind of curious. I don't know. No, I'm not curious. I decided at some point that the angle was going to be that I was going to get advice from you on how to be a good host. But obviously, that's not.
Here's a good way to
what's
do it.
organically pleasing. It's stupid, and I'm clinging to it.
All you have to
My
do
advice
is be
to you
yourself.
is to give me the advice to go with the flow.
Just hold on. Just be yourself. If this dude's so fucking likable, right? If he's just himself, yeah. Here's the thing, and I want to take a moment. I want to take a moment just think about 9/11 for a sec. All right, cool. Now just moving on to the host thing.
I like this.
No, I'm saying like
It's a bold stance.
the whole point is like if people always make an adjustment because they're on TV. People always make an adjustment. They're like, oh,
don't do that.
now I got to be Dan Harmon on TV. No, if you do that, you're going to feel like a weird version of yourself. Just be you. Just be you. You know, I mean, maybe dress like a adult, but other than that, just be you, dude. I mean, don't fuck around. Don't fuck with fucking you. This is why there's people here. Like, in other words, people like you. And I feel like if you try, I learned that. Back, I was doing a show back in with Sammy Davis Jr. a couple years ago, and. It was just a small jazz number. It was a little jazz number. You may have heard of it. It was called White Nights. It was me and Gregory Hines. And Barishnikov. Yeah, and Sammy Davis.
You were the third white
Sammy
knight.
Davis dropped by to just check in to make sure my moves were right.
In White Nights?
Yeah, I was in White Nights. A lot of people don't know that. I played the baby. Okay. Yeah. There's a scene where Barishnikov's walking through Lincoln Center, and there's a lady holding a baby. That was me.
Rubles.
Yeah.
Rubles. Delicious rubles.
Yeah. Netflix it, guys. It's a great flick.
For one guy that knows
Gregory Hines, fucking.
That and leapers for
Die too young.
on your
Can
list.
you tap?
Leapers,
Can
jumpers.
you tap?
Yeah, I can. I don't want to do it here. What? Okay, I will.
All right. Now, show me one tap step. You know one tap step.
I don't know any tap steps, but if you gave me tap shoes, I bet I'd crush it.
For real?
I don't feel like I feel like tap dancing is a dance that's just in my blood. I feel like Italians and Jews have always dominated tap. Tap has been our fucking craft.
I can't think of the times I've gone to an Italian restaurant where there wasn't an Italian guy tap dancing.
Just some Italian guy with an accordion, just fucking.
Oh! Whoa. Who's got time for this?
That's the most important thing.
It's all about the
Because
hands.
a lot of people think it's about the feet. It's not. The feet are just tapping. The fucking arms are that's where the magic happens.
Who's your favorite Italian tap dancer?
Oh, it's got to be Giovanni Bacciangio. I mean, whose feet move like Bacciangio?
They called him Old Stonefoot.
They did. Which was his horrible name because he had fucking wonderful feet.
Well, but they were referring to the strength of the tap. Like it wasn't about weight for him. It was like wow, every step he takes is like permanent.
Yes.
And heavy.
That's true. They used to say in Italian, it sounds beautiful. They say "Brinciani Mariocciar," which means he tapped there.
Yeah.
That's what that means. There's a little fucking dent in the piazza. Every piazza in southern Napoli has a little dent in it.
There's an urban legend about Giovanni Bacciabunu that he I mean it is true that he.
I see. I know what you're gonna say. I think this is absolutely apocryphal, but we'll go on.
Well, I mean, but it is true that he was at the Yalta conference.
Yes.
When
he's right behind Stalin.
Well, but it was he was there as a performer. But the urban legend, because I don't actually believe this is possible, but that he did a dance for them, and at the end of every Italian tap dance, if you do it the Italian way, there's always it's called the caprese, the final tap.
No,
it's
caprese is like a salad with tomatoes and mozzarella.
This
is called a cabrazio.
Cabrazio is the final.
I love a caprese.
It's chubachi, caprese, kubachi, which is the tap, the tap to end the tap.
Or the tap of all taps.
Right. So he went. He did
tapo de tutti tappi.
The urban legend is that his was so hard that it vibrated Stalin. It turned him into a Democrat.
That's true.
For 10 minutes.
That's true.
But then
he forgot all of Marx's teachings.
He went right back and broke the agreement on Poland and went right back into
for 10 minutes though. Yeah. I mean that's longer than any of us can tap someone's political views out of their heart.
Yeah. And this is going to seem like a really bad pun, but this is just a historical fact.
Give it to me.
That little bit of time, that lag, that 10 minutes of lag, is where they came up with the term gulag. So when people go to the gulag,
Oh boy.
I told you it was going to seem like a bad pun, but it's not. That's just a historical fact.
Are you stalling? Are you
Yell at
stalling
me.
for time?
I watch
right
the
now?
History Channel.
Stalling for time,
Yes,
everybody.
I am stalling for time.
Gulag.
I'm Hitler and them with my greatest Hitlers. These are my greatest Hitlers.
Ooh, you kicked me in my Solzhenitsyn. No, that's not even a thing.
Very
in fact,
nice.
see, now we're just
I don't. So many
Falklands.
So many of.
Just trying to name some shit.
So many.
One of fucking Rhineland. That's where the whole war started, over fucking Rhineland, guys.
What is your stance over the Falklands?
Yeah, you know what? Fucking take them, leave them. I don't give a shit.
You're so
Guys, you know me. With the Falklands, I give a fuck. You know what I mean?
That was the Jewish
Maybe
side.
it's the opposite.
That was your Jewish mom talking.
Maybe it's the opposite
Falklands,
talking. But
who needs the
You got
worry?
the Falk. Yeah, you got the.
call me when it's one Falkland, like a republic.
How many
you know?
lands?
Like the
Yeah.
Falkland Republic.
Fucking
Those are fucking Falklands. It's like, what is it? Like pick one and get your shit together, and then we'll invade you instead of the fucking British.
But by the way, 15 years ago, there was a great Peter Falk joke to be made, but with this crowd,
No.
it'll never go.
No, never.
Pretend it's 1982 and give us your Peter Falk joke. Give us your Peter Falk joke.
Have you guys ever take UCB 1982? You ever take that? It's fucking.
It gets you really high.
It's a really good class. Yeah, that's my Harold group.
Peter.
They get really mad when you fuck with the UCB, man. They're like, "Yo, bro, East Side, fucking chill."
Well, we're in there. It's like we're taking a shit
but
on
it's
there.
only UCB East.
gave them-
You know what I mean? It's like
gave
it's like you couldn't get in or get across town. You come here. I get it. Don't worry about it. I get it. I take Viagra. I get it. Saying I can't get a Cialis prescription. You understand? You guys know what I'm talking about.
There's a lot.
Guy in the front's like, yeah, whatevs.
A lot of my fan. I don't like saying my fans because it feels. But I also don't want to talk about that. But I don't know how to quickly say it. Well, a lot of my fans seem to be punsters. Like they like puns, and I find it very, very uncomfortable.
Really?
Like
That's the best group of fans to have. People who understand horrible things. No, because in other words, in a comedy writer's room, and this is a weird thing, is like in a comedy writer's room, sometimes the worst version of a joke is the funniest thing in the room. Do you know what I'm talking
Well,
about? Like,
I mean,
like you go to that place, you would never put it on the show.
Yeah, but never well, I mean, you must be suggesting.
me, I feel like
Do
a
you
pun.
have a Daily Show story about how a pun resulted?
I could think of
but
one.
you
No, I
guys
don't
also
have one offhand.
There's
Give me a
loads
minute.
of puns on that show.
Well, you guys always connected everything of the mortis or whatever you call it over John's shoulder.
Yeah, but those are
technically
decent
puns. Yeah, and they're good.
I'm
It's
talking about-
wordplay.
We used to do the Ted Kaczynski thing. You know?
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Tim Kaczynski,
Tim
remember?
Kaczynski, is that
The
his
Rin
name?
Tin Tin influenza.
Yes.
Keep on knocking, but you can't come influenza. The fucking where
I mean, once that shit opened up, there was a guy on Saturday Night Live. He was a writer. Google him. His name's Kaczynski. It's Tim, right?
yeah.
Okay.
He was on the cast for a while.
Yeah, he was on the cast.
T-cast.
T-Kaz, we call him.
But wasn't it the Dick Ebersol years? The Dick Ebersol years?
I think it might have been,
Kaczynski was on?
with
He
Like,
was old school, like Second City guy
Yeah.
from way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a very good cast.
So try to explain that bit, because once you open that wormhole of bad jokery, you will, and it's great jokery in the beginning, and then it just takes.
But there's a
turn.
point. The influenza one is hilarious. I remember being a little kid. I was a kid during the Ebersol years. It was
Okay.
Martin Short also Ebersol. And
Yeah, and I think
so like
what's his face from all the 16 Candle movies and shit. What's his name? Anthony
yes,
Michael
yes,
Hall,
yes.
very good.
Yeah, they
Elaine and Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
Elaine from Seinfeld.
Brad Hall.
Gary Kroger. Who can forget the K-Rogue?
Rich Hall.
Rich Hall.
Sniglitz.
But the weird thing is that I actually learned
Brush up,
comedy from that season because that was when I was sort of going through comedy puberty, and that it was like all of a sudden I
way
was
to combine comedy and puberty in one word.
puberty. Throw it to a room and take the terrible one, and then that's your process.
Kaczynski.
Everybody goes like, oh, that was terrible, but it's like it doesn't. Did you ever hear this about SNL that they go? Everybody thinks that SNL was perfect the year they were 10, and everybody thinks that it's currently in some kind of slump.
Yes, always.
except if a 10-year-old
But I think
came up
it's
here right
12.
now, they'd be like, did you see fucking the thing?
Yeah.
And they'd be right because it's all
12. I always say 12.
Yeah,
10
yeah,
is
12.
a
You're
little
like
low.
6th grade. That's like 12, right?
6th to 8th grade, it's the fucking best show ever.
When does your ass get rock hard?
Mine?
Is that 12?
Mine? I'm still waiting.
Because I remember that's what it was. I remember I was watching Ed Grimley, and he was going, I must say, and I was like, whoa, my ass is really hard.
Yeah.
And that's really funny.
Why was your ass rock hard?
It was a non sequitur kind of weird pedophile joke. It was like I have a mnemonic device for how to remember a 12-year-old.
I don't think there's anything weird about talking about 12-year-old asses. Okay, maybe I'm in the fucking minority here. Trying to get your back here, bro. I don't know. I don't know how to get out of this one.
But that's all I did. I mean, you're a couple years younger than me.
What do you think about the bit where I whispered with the mic to my mouth? Does that work?
I don't know. I do that all the time.
Because I feel like that's negating the whole whisper, the whole point of the whisper.
Don't ask for my input. You're.
Why is he not the host? He's already a better host.
He should host Harmontown. It's just not appropriate because it's
anyway
not the name.
It's a time to explain the show. There's a time machine involved. Dan's got fucking spent all of his hard-earned money.
Oh, this is the premise of the show, actually.
He spent all of it. He spent all of his hard-earned money inventing a time machine. And you go, wow, so we can solve the world's problems? Nope. So we can host a talk show with people from history. That's the only thing.
And solve the world's problems, hopefully, by
talking to people from history. But he could go back in time.
So can we talk? Hey, Rich, can you hear me? What if he can't? This is a terrible theater.
Terrible sound system.
But he might not be here. But
he's there.
Rich, can you answer me one question?
Rich Corson is the executive producer, everybody.
So is it?
And also former Daily Show producer, used to run Comedy Central. The Rich Corson, you should clap for him.
Rich,
ladies, if you like blonde.
You said it was okay to talk about the show. Is it okay to tell him who the cast is? Okay, so like Robert Smigel is playing Albert Einstein, and Rory is playing Benjamin Franklin, and
nice, dude. Fucking perfect use of the fart noise.
Well,
somebody took UCB level 4 fart noise.
I know that guy's $7,000 into his first workshop.
His parents are in the back. They're like, worth every penny, Jared. Totally worth it. 4 classes so you can nail that fart noise.
He has a green belt in fart prov. He's not an OT yet.
Just keep spending. At some point, you'll be in a movie.
At the end of the level 5 workshop, they take you to a room where Matt Besser has written in a notebook that improv it was created by horses.
He's referencing Scientology, assholes. You're spending into a system that won't help you. Get out while you can. Seriously though, folks, huh? How about fucking Scientology? Seriously.
I don't want to be unentertainingly sycophantic, but I do feel like I want to add a footnote that I'm very happy that UCB had us here, and I do their shows all the time. I was like, I have a great time with their wonderful people.
I want to add a footnote,
and they've changed the landscape of Los Angeles.
Amy Poehler is L. Ron Hubbard. So we have 2 different views on this. 2 different views. Amy Poehler believes aliens created improv.
Better L. Ron Hubbard than UNICEF, right?
Xeon, what's his name? Xenu. Xenu is the great. Have you guys been to the Xenu marathon? The Xenu improv marathon? It's 24 hours of Xenu improv. Don't miss it. Rob Riggle just fucking crushes it.
Do you think they put a volcano on the cover of Dianetics? I was just looking at one. In LA, we have probably more billboards for
you do.
shit than you do.
In LA, people are like, that sounds good. In New York, it's like, get the fuck out of my way. Today, a lady tried to give me a thing. I'm just no one in LA walks. That's a fair observation. But in New York, when you walk down the street, people always try to hand you shit. Right? How many people in here have ever been like, oh, yes, I'd like that. You're like, get the fuck out of my way. It always makes me think, again, airplane, like when you just fucking snap people's necks. You know, the guy's walking to the airport and is like, Howdy Christian, he's just fucking killing people. That's what I want to do. Like, do you know that the dolphins? I'm like, crack. You know? I like dolphins. I just want to kill that lady. You know what I mean? I will then go home and donate to the dolphin cause. I'm all for the cause. It's just her talking to me on the street.
You wish there was a way to accidentally eat her with a sandwich.
Yes, exactly. It's really her. Sometimes humans ruin it for the dolphins, I guess is what I'm saying, guys.
Well, that's probably true. Have you? In addition to loving puns and generally being atheist, my audience, who I love very much,
boy, you're really scared of losing them, huh?
I love them, and
I keep a lot of caveats.
I made them
they're
dinner
the best,
tonight.
They're young, they're cool. UCB's the greatest.
However.
By the way, now you know the answer why he got the job, because he has like followers, and I keep being like, how about this? You guys are all fucking losers. And then they're like, you know what you're doing? You're alienating the crowd. But they're fucking. You're not
I didn't
developing
even
a
connect
following.
those dots.
You're not developing a group of people who are interested in what you have to say because they're all like.
That might be an important thing to have been said to me.
Yeah,
like I didn't connect those. I'm obsessed with like not. I think because I have a terrible like fear of like that at any minute everyone's gonna go like you're
in.
You're out and it doesn't.
It's not gonna happen.
But it's not a logic based thing. So it's like it's an emotional thing. So like the reason gay people don't like being called fags is not because they're like am I up?
Wait, how'd we get to here? I feel like we were all with you, and then you're like, that's why fags are fags. It's like, wait, what?
I think you misheard me.
You're like, that's why the Jews fucking run the economy, you know? Like, right. Hold on, that's how they all do it, Dan. That's how
Anyways,
everyone on Hubbard is.
We have latent like memories of like the first time we were ever genuinely terrified that it was possible to be excommunicated, basically from the monkey tree, and lose our figs and lose our ability to be. We would start
fires.
Like primates die on their own.
The 1835. You just wanted all the fires started.
We never got.
But you are right. It's like a little. It's like, it's an obsession with me. Like it's like I really always want to like I want to endear myself and it's a little wasted sometimes because like look at me. I look like somebody that hates everybody.
But that's why you're charming.
I probably do hate everybody.
Can we give you a minute just for Dan?
Stop sticking up for me because that makes me
up for Dan. I want to stick up for Dan. Dan is the fucking definition of the fucking dude. You're like the guy. And here's the joke about adult life.
I'm going to stop you there. Dan is the fucking definition of a fucking dude.
Yeah.
You
know what the dude is? You know the dude. He's the dude. Yeah. And it's like the thing where like he doesn't know he's cool. Which is why we're all like, you're fucking cool. But you know what I mean? And then, like, if the minute you're like, yeah, you know what? Everything I do say makes sense. People are like, you're a dick. You know what I mean? So keep at it.
You're not fooling me because I know I'm going to step off stage and go like, wait, what did he say?
I haven't listened at all.
He just said I was. I was a thing.
You said you may or may not hate people. Like, do you?
Yeah, I do. I hate all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like money changes that a lot because it's like it turns into.
Wait, how much money you get from a sitcom?
No,
let me just say this: late night, fucking, I wear the same pants a lot. You know what I mean?
Well, did you grew up poor, right? I mean,
I grew up middle class.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like lower middle class.
I grew up in the neighborhood where like, if I farted like that, my dad wouldn't have been like, "I'm proud of you." He'd been like, "Get a fucking job."
A sitcom, you make more than washing a million dishes.
Yeah. I just mean when you create a sitcom, like, did you come here on like the Dan Harmon Express, like some fucking thing?
No, but
like zipline. Do you zipline places? I guess is what I'm asking.
I never.
I want to get to a place where I can zipline anywhere. I
haven't gotten to the zipline phase yet.
You haven't? Because you know, like Chuck Lorre, who created 2.5 Men, he ziplines all across America. That's a true story. No, could he fly?
It seems so inconvenient.
Could he fly? Yes. No. Does he choose to zipline?
He has a series of wires, and he just
series of wires.
He leaves Warner Brothers
higher than the poor people can see.
He leaves Warner Brothers.
It's out of poor vision. Poor people can only see 1 mile
because of malnutrition.
Because
you guys think you don't enjoy carrots.
The food supply, guys. Because of the food supply, you can only see 1 mile into the sky. Fucking Chuck Lorre, mile and a half
the
up.
Food pyramid has like
city. It's like the Ewok village, but it's just show creators up there, guys. The late night people. I once was invited to like a party at one house, but like the fucking guys who create the shit, they like fucking zipline all over.
If Chuck Lorre comes over to your house, you said, "You want to ride home?" He's like, "No, I'm good." And he climbs a tree, throws his belt over and the fucking thing.
Yeah. And here's what's weird. Why would he have to climb a tree? You know what I mean? Like with that much money, but he prefers it because he feels like any pussy can get a fucking ride. You know what I mean? To the zip line.
What do you mean? How would you get up?
I don't know. Fucking zipline escalator. I don't know. That's why I don't have a fucking sitcom. You know what I mean? The late night world is just fucking powered walkways like at the airport.
Spencer, if you could have one zip line from one location to another location, like it could be from your house to a certain restaurant you like, from one place to another. It could be anywhere across the planet.
You can go from dungeons to dragons.
That's the most distance you can.
Where would you zip line from? And if you had one zip line that was always available to you?
I definitely started in Baton Rouge.
A fine choice. A fine choice.
All right.
And then you got like a fucking basket full of crawfish, and you're like, I'm ziplining to Canada.
Okay.
They'll appreciate this.
Nobody will dispute your choice to start in Baton Rouge. Where is your destination?
I was gonna say Toronto.
Of course. You can bring jazz and crawfish to the north. You want zipline. Here I come, Canada.
Hey, guys.
And you eat crawdaddies and playing the trombone.
Hey, guys, I got loads of crawdaddies, but I could also use some Greek food in Toronto.
Everybody's so busy trying to be better than each other. No one's focused on where would I be really useful in a way that's attainable. Be the seafood king of Toronto. Be its primary supplier of shellfish.
I also like the sub-economy of zipline wire transfer guys who have to sit up at the zip lines and be like, where are you headed? North?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and then they're like, Chuck Lorre. They're like, Chuck Lorre, you got to wait. The guys who created Cheers are ahead of you. You know what I mean? Like, they're on their way to Florida.
Starting point, destination. Where's your starting point, destination?
How far does zipline go?
It could go all the way around the world if you'd like.
The whole world.
Yeah, not the moon. It should be.
Well, the moon's not on the world. I don't want to be a dick.
I'm saying.
I love that anywhere in America except the moon. Like, I know we put a flag in it, but we don't own it.
It could be
just like a rock.
It could be Istanbul. It could be Saigon. It could be Brisbane. It could be wherever you like.
Brisbane. Wow, you just named places. I would say I would start in New York just because that's where I live.
Okay, so
and then
you start here.
I would go to.
You only get one zip line. You can zip anywhere you want.
And then I gotta live there. And then I gotta live there forever.
No, you can zip back and forth.
Oh, but I can't like zip to multiple locations.
No, you get one. I'm saying you get one zip line. Start like.
That's a really good question.
Spencer very controversially picked Baton Rouge and Toronto.
Very, very pragmatically.
Yeah. By the way, the internet's fucking shit's trending right now.
Oh, that's such a Reddit answer. It's like I figured it out. This is the best way to use a zipline. I will have $8 million in 3 years. And then 900 guys questioning it, but then just watching. There's like a top Reddit thread is just if the original poster is just like chop, chop, chop. All the peer review. Well, actually, wasn't that pshaw? Actually, what pshaw? No. Fucking do your math.
Do your math.
N-word.
I love the idea. I love the trend.
It would have gone good there.
The trend right now that it's just fucking like it's like Toronto Spencer ? Like you're in a boy band. You know what I mean?
All right. So Rory, you start in New York.
One direction.
You're starting in New York.
Starting in New York.
You get to zip to one place.
I would probably zip to like Brazil.
Zip.
That's a whole fucking country, man.
I know, but where's the place where all those fucking titties are bouncing? You know what I mean? That's all I know about Brazil.
Mounted?
Like, no, bouncy titties. Look, Jane, I'm not saying
hang on. The fact that you can't name a city in Brazil means you're not qualified.
Yeah,
to
Rio
zip.
de Janeiro.
You want a zip line to Rio de Janeiro?
Well, I understand that Rio is such a fucked up place that rich people have to travel via air from building to building and shit. They can't go.
It's called zip lines, man.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
right?
so what I'm saying is I would fucking zip into Rio, fucking zip up some Rio titties, and then I'd zip out.
No, because you have a zip line.
I get it, guys. Pretty controversial stuff.
So human trafficking, you'd use your zip line.
Hey, you know what? How the ladies get there's not a problem. I just use zip line.
Money don't know where it came from. You
I
understand?
when you have enough money for a zip line, you don't worry about the fucking root of the problem.
I'm disturbed by the fact
Zip lines don't human traffic. Humans human traffic.
Exactly. Guys, you don't make enough money to zip line to worry about your peasant problems. You know what I mean?
Dan, zip line start and destination.
Well, start's tough because you guys are.
Israel, Dan.
You're questioning.
You're gonna make Aliyah.
You get to pick two places. You could live in Los Angeles. You could live in New York, but you could have a zip line between two other destinations that you have at your leisure to zip back and forth. Like you just take off your belt, throw it over the wire, and go zoom, and you're fucking.
Can't there be a more comfortable way to go?
I don't want to be a drag,
Can't
but
there be like a first class zip? I don't want to use my belt.
I think you have a belt. You just James Bond.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because I just want to be. I don't want to be a dick, but Baton Rouge and Toronto, that's a lot of bell holding.
Yeah, you didn't
I
specify
feel like we should
that.
give the man a chair.
You're
I'm
really-
going to fucking
My
Rio,
hands are
dude.
getting tired. I
you're not-
guarantee.
There's no wrong way
I
to
feel like
zip
by
line.
the time I hit New Jersey, I'm dead. I can't hold on a
I
belt.
can't. I
You're
can't
not even
carry a
talking-
basket of crab. My fingers are bleeding.
I'm exhausted. I'm sitting on a stool right now. I'm
Let's not get hung up on how you zip line.
You're
Let's-
talking about a rope here. This isn't a zip line at all.
Yeah. You're talking about like different. You're talking about bank robberies.
Look, you guys.
That's a different kind of zip lining.
Look.
Oh, the belt is belt is an ad hoc zip line.
Yeah, this is
in
a
some
comfort-
action adventure
this is a
fair.
comfort class
At any
kind of a
moment,
thing.
if you want to go to one place to another, easily zoom, starting where.
This is a
ending
theme park grade zip
I'm talking
line.
about like you're sitting in a Shaw Walker chair.
Can I ask one more question?
where. Certainly.
You know, I'm watching
Before I make my
Furious
decision?
7.
Yes.
You know, the best of the Furious franchise.
Can we assume that there's such a thing as a cargo capacity? Like, could I
very
could I
good.
travel? Could I
Can he
I
pretend he needs his dog to fly?
You get 500.
I want to bring my dogs.
500 pounds cargo. You get
Whoa.
500 pounds.
500 pounds. Okay, Portland.
Portland.
Oregon.
Okay, starting or ending?
I'm going there.
Well,
to be a case.
No, you
that
get-
question doesn't.
You get a starting location and an ending location.
It's a one-way zip line.
Oh, you
Portland,
can't. Wait,
Maine,
you can't. You have
Portland,
to walk
Oregon.
back.
It's elevation based. You have to zip down.
You have to take.
Well, but
You have to take a Peter Pan bus home. That's the only caveat.
That's why I said Chuck
You
Lorre had
get
to climb a
one-way
tree.
zip line and then Peter Pan home. Hey, it's called zip lining, bro. Like, and live it or don't. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not Chuck Lorre. I didn't invent this shit.
That's why Chuck Lorre has to
Blame
climb a
Chuck
tree.
Lorre, bro. That's why he's got a half a man on
You
that
get to
show.
start to play zip line. Boom. Zip, you go. Bzzz, like James Bond. You're at another place.
so then I'm picking a place that I want to be
you're
able
in
to
Portland.
get in a
Say you're
hurry.
ziplining from
But
California.
also, you get to communicate between two places. So Portland is the starting or the ending?
If you're in LA, I'll give you an example. If you're in LA and you want to zip line to Portland, it'll take you only like 37 hours holding a belt 1.5 miles in the air. So it's a pretty good way to travel.
to walk your dogs. Because I was just thinking, Portland, my dogs will love Portland, but it's like, wait a
You
minute.
just have to hold on to two sides of a belt for 32 hours and hold your body weight up with no other harnesses. Why are you being such a pussy, Dan?
It's like you hate traveling.
Why do you hate traveling so much, Dan? You don't want to go to Portland, bro? Whatevs. Hey, guys, if I was the host, I'd go to Portland. So,
By the way,
I hold my shit up for 32 hours to entertain you people. Not this guy.
Spencer-
Vote for Rory. What? What's going on?
Spencer did not hesitate on Baton Rouge and Toronto.
But we praised him for that only because
know
of the
it was
assumption
belt
about a
travel.
two-way. Oh, no, that's not. Well,
He didn't know it was belt travel.
Yeah, I didn't
he
know
thought
it
it
was
was
belt
zip
travel.
line.
It's like, just fucking don't get hung up on the belt thing.
We're talking about ropes.
The belt's a big factor here.
Oh, I mean, fuck,
Portland
man.
and where else? Like where else?
Yeah, well, I retract Portland because
it back.
I wanted to have like a pied-à-terre there where my dogs could play.
Dude, you zip line with a couple of dogs is pretty awesome. Now, do you hold it? Does he have to hold the dogs, or do the
He's
dogs
got-
hold their own belt?
He's got baby
I'm allowing him.
Bjorns.
I'm allowing his zip line 500 pounds.
Do you put
cargo.
like a fucking bacon Kong on the end of a belt and a dog just,
Okay,
just holds on?
but you're saying it's elevation-based.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying
I am.
You get to zip line from wherever. We might have to build a large tower so you can zip line so the elevation works.
Wow.
LA to Tokyo.
Okay.
Let me finish. I'm going to use the money I make bringing, what are they, like blue jeans?
Yeah, blue jeans.
What's their crawdad?
They love blue jeans and Cadillacs. You should bring a Cadillac. You can zip line a couple caddies.
They love sideburns.
I build
They love
another zip
sideburns.
line from
Bring
Mount
them
Fuji
sideburns.
to LA.
Huh?
Mount Fuji.
Wait, you're going only for mercenary reasons? You're going
Mercenary, you mean merchandising?
Yeah.
Mercenary would be like he's going to kill Japanese
No, all
people.
right.
I'm a fucking mercenary. Just come zip lining in. Kill.
Okay.
I mean, back in the 40s, that was the move. You know what I mean? But now,
I mean,
nobody
I
wants
could
to
use
kill
the word
Japanese
Solarian, but
anymore.
you're going for financial interests. Mercenary is what I meant, by the way.
Again, mercenary. I feel like that connotates bloodshed.
Well, I mean, you're perpetuating, first of all, the myth that it's possible to kill a Japanese person, which it's not.
Which we found out.
Which we learned.
We fucking learned the
without
hard way.
a lot of big weapons, it is very difficult.
I think the Baton Death March taught us a lesson or two on that.
Well, by the way,
I didn't want to go.
nothing worse than the Baton.
Don't owe me on that fucking.
Don't get mixed up between the Baton Death March and the Baton Dime March, which is when guys, it's a callback.
UNICEF, everybody.
I honestly, well, because
wrap it up.
because
ziplining out.
once you guys told me about the limitations where it's only one way, they're asleep at this point, and we're because it's like how much
Except for
we're.
Jane, who's just pumping fucking, whatever LSD into the crowd right now. Just. Yeah.
I'm obsessed with the idea that I need to overcome the limitations that I'm being fenced in by, because I'm thinking like, isn't Mount Fuji the highest elevated point? Isn't it somewhere outside?
The point is that you can't zip line up hills, so you could start in Fuji, but you can't.
I
You can't
disagree,
go
but I'm
both
saying if
ways.
my
You're talking
ending
about Chuck Lorre. He can zip line uphill. No, you're not thinking about who invented this.
Chuck Lorre uses 2 zip lines, one
So
for
what?
each way.
Whatever.
what I
Chuck
wanna
Lorre
do.
goes anywhere he wants to go.
But
You guys are putting way too many parameters on ziplining here.
I am a good host, and
You can
here's
zip
proof.
line
We're
anywhere.
moving on.
All right.
oh shit, that's
But-
a perfect segue.
By the
You know
way,
what? And
when
I'll
the
just-
crowd applauds for moving on. That means it's like they're moving on. Does that mean we can go home soon? I just want to go home now.
I do just want to add that since I don't want to waste a zip line, my starting point would be wherever atheism was invented, and I would take it to the wherever Reddit is headquartered.
Wow.
But I'm not doing that for approval.
Zipline effect.
All right, next topic: Jews.
Yes. Finally, the
Fucking
reason
finally.
I came.
Do they exist?
Yes.
Have you
There's a
seen
lot of-
Have you seen the
Here's the
Jew
problem.
footage?
Can I go
from
back?
from Hancock Park?
I saw it.
Is that a guy in a suit?
It's blurry. We don't know. Also, I hate when people shoot
Vertical.
vertical
Yeah.
iPhone.
By the way,
Like, if you're
by the
gonna-
way, and that goes for if you see someone, a policeman shooting a black guy, please shoot it.
Landscape it,
Landscape it.
motherfuckers.
He's not gonna.
Guys,
he's not gonna kill
we
another
get
black
it.
guy above him.
Look,
That's the
either
one
way,
place you know you don't.
Either way, I have to watch this killing on a fucking HCTV.
This is-
I'm not a pauper. I zip line to Best Buy for my shit. What do you think I am?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
we
a
go to
little
war
olive
with
oil.
mole men or helicopter people.
Landscape it. Fucking
Dude,
Landscape it, guys. Even if it's a black. The point is.
Say it, Dan. Say it, Dan. Say it.
Oh, right, perfect
Say
time. Perfect time
it.
to say it.
Listen, here's the reason I said that, because I'm not scared of one black person who's in the UCB. There, I said it. Now, if we were
He
at
just
some other
gets
kind
shot.
of improv theater, I may be frightened, but I've seen UCB blacks. I can take them.
It's all.
What is he doing? Yes, and I can beat them up.
That's good. Well, it's good. Good improv.
Did you just challenge all UCB blacks to a fight?
Here's the thing: if you put the lights on here, there's probably 2 black dudes in this whole fucking theater.
And you think they're both
Look at them
physically
groaning.
weaker?
That's your problem, not my problem. You should hang out with more black people, assholes. I have a lot of black friends. They're just not here because that it's Sunday.
Because you keep beating them up.
Because they're ziplining at all sorts of cool places. Because I'm friends with really rich black.
You went to Costco. They're going somewhere fun.
Yes, exactly.
These guys might hang out with all kinds of black people that
By the
don't
way, this
want to
is the
come
thing
to
that
the
happens.
show.
This is like a lot. The younger crowd's grown a lot. They get really scared when you talk about shit that's like controversial.
When you
Well, 'cause
threaten,
they
when
get
you
yelled
threaten
at a
all
lot
black
by
They
people,
do
other.
get yelled at a lot. That's not your fault. You come from a generation of you can't say anything, which is great.
They
because
have
I think it's better that
more-
we're all exactly the same.
They have to
So
deal
drunk.
with.
I think
more...
we should kill culture. You know what I mean? I think Applebee's should be culture. That's what I think. I think that I think Olive Garden should be Italian food. That's what I think.
Speaking of culture-
whitewash culture, guys. That's a good call.
How do you segue?
just fucking drink.
Oh
his
no,
ass.
don't. I mean, because I'm telling you,
He's had half of it.
It's
He's
fine.
because it'll hit you like a 20 minutes.
No, it hit him right before he started talking about black people.
No, I was. This is all written.
It's just like
I ran about black people. I wrote this weeks ago. I was just thrilled to have an opportunity.
let's bring up.
This seems like a good time.
Let's bring up my beautiful wife, Erin. Not that her beauty is the thing that makes her valuable.
Boy. Caveat time.
Dan, we're gonna take that intro one more time. Take two. Intro of your wife.
See you in
Take
20
two.
minutes.
Take two.
Let's bring up my autonomous collaborator in marital life, who often makes decisions that have nothing to do with
decisions that always seem to make sense even after the fact.
Erin McGathy.
All right. That's been our show. Thanks for coming.
Does that mic work?
Hello, Erin.
Hi guys.
I've been having a good time and have not. I don't know what our situation is in terms of. Usually there's a clock.
I'm
and
sure it's like midnight.
I got the clock. We're close.
You think we're close to having to roll into playing?
We don't serve breakfast here, so we should go.
I just want to say when Dave Chappelle comes to the Comedy Cellar, he stays till 3 a.m. So.
Well, I mean, we don't want to get back into that area. First of all, you've been sitting there for an hour and a half. You got any little zingers up your sleeve?
My ass is hard as a rock.
Yeah, like a 12-year-old.
UCB Blacks is my favorite Herald team. And I'd zip line into the Grand Canyon because it sounds like the zip line's pointless for travel and commerce, but it would be cool to fly into the Grand Canyon.
Travel and
That's why.
But
that's
then
why
you'd
the
be at
show
the bottom
shouldn't
of
have
the-
always been men the entire
Well,
time.
I would arrange like you know how you can ride a donkey up and down the Grand Canyon?
They're human beings.
No.
So some are donkeys. Some are actual donkeys.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about.
I would ride a park ranger.
I forgot where the Grand
the
Canyon
bottom.
is. Never mind.
If
think
I had
it
a zip
was?
line, I would give my zip line to a donkey so he could go up and down.
You want to drink this too?
I
It's
just wanna- I
good.
just want to take.
I know it's good, but it's
It's
dangerous.
only just twice as strong as vodka. It's like taking 2 drinks of vodka.
It's not that simple.
Jeff,
It
correct me
is.
if I'm. Correct me if
It
I'm.
is not.
It feels like I had just 4 sips
Sip.
of vodka.
I don't want to fight about this, and you do.
I'd love to.
Did you guys?
I won't let you.
There?
Okay.
Jeff, I feel like you were insisting on that question because you really wanted someone to ask you, and no one.
No, I just.
Oh, where would you, Jeff?
Because Jeff, I'm sure Jeff has some answer that's like
actually,
the piazza by the Coliseum that knows me, where they make my special drink.
I would go. I would make a zip line from your dad's house to Dan's mom's pussy.
Come on, don't pout.
Wait, does that mean you? Does that mean
I
you?
heard the traffic. I heard the traffic on that
I bet you
line is
had one,
unbearable.
and I bet it was in Venice. And you're like, they make
wanna be a
the
dick,
perfect
Dan.
Negroni there.
Dan,
And then, you're gonna tell.
Dan,
I honestly did not. I did not
guys,
have
I don't want to be a dick, but I just looked at fucking Waze zip line, and the traffic to your mom's pussy is backed up.
Yeah, but a lot of
Guys,
people
Waze is
falsely
a pretty
report
topical
that
reference.
to see if they can hack the system.
Every time I zip line into your mom's pussy, there's Chuck Lorre's right in front of me every fucking time.
Yeah, boy, that guy, he takes his time.
Are you ziplining from my dad's house because you're gonna fuck my dad?
Oh,
I
dad
have
joke.
I think in my mind, I've just fucked your dad. And I could,
In my- I mean, in all
I
our
could
minds.
refresh myself a little bit of Dan's mom's pussy.
I didn't follow
Do you
that,
think
but
it would be gross?
not because you were being
For the
unclear.
record, I approve of everything he just said.
And I approve of social progress and atheism. And New York,
What a bold stance.
and IFC,
What a
and
bold
UCB, and just not
Boy,
UNICEF.
you're brave, man. In the fucking
I take
East
brave
Village.
stances. Joe, can we talk? Can we
bold
can we
stance
talk
of the
about
young
those? Speaking
East
of
Village.
brave stances,
Dan, this is neither the time nor the place.
can we talk just a little bit
Talk about
without?
Jesus and what he means to everybody for a second. Maybe to close your legs for a second, you man-spreading fucking whores.
He's so drunk.
spreading.
He's so drunk right
You
now.
never heard about man-spreading? That's a big thing in New York.
Yeah,
You can't-
it's all
you can't
over
do
the
this on the
subways.
subway.
Oh no, yeah, I remember
You're
that.
not allowed to
yeah, I
have
saw
balls.
it, but yeah.
New York has literally made balls illegal.
There's
You have to sit like this, regardless of how elephantly large your balls are, you can't do this because maybe you.
But
have
you
problems.
also can't do that if you're any gender. It's more. It's saying
I'm
like.
sorry. In the summertime, my balls dangle to a place where this is the only way I can sit. Deal with it, assholes. Okay, I'm a cisgender straight male
Picks
with
or it didn't
large
happen.
balls.
Picks or it
Do
didn't
I
happen.
not have rights anymore? Yeah, they can't handle it. Look at them. They can't deal with it. They're like, I don't know. Our generation has small balls.
This show's brought to you by Absinthe. Your reaction to Absinthe has made you into an incredible, volatile lunatic. I love that.
It's about time we talked about my balls.
It's really.
I, mean, I read the web. I know what people want to talk about.
It's bringing the wrong Belushi out of you.
Hold on.
There's a line. Yeah,
is there a right Belushi?
Yes, there is.
Wait, did Jim Belushi the correct Belushi to be?
No.
No.
Oh, God.
No, that Jim Belushi's the one you become.
But wait, the other one's dead. I feel like there's no good Belushi in this story.
Oh, well, if you think dead people are bad,
Yes, I do.
that's not a brave stance. They
Including
can't defend themselves.
Abraham Lincoln.
Rory, did you know that Kool-Aid used to have a different name? That's true. This is not a bit.
Wait, who did?
I smell this chain singer coming.
Abe Lincoln?
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. Why did I say? Why did I hear Abe Lincoln?
Because we're writing on the show about history and it's floating.
Right
around.
now, I'm doing that.
No, I brought up Abe Lincoln and she.
Oh, okay. I heard. I conflict. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Fucking Absinthe.
Not
Makes
a-
sense.
not a bit.
Abe Lincoln freed the slaves. Black people like Kool-Aid. I get it. Go ahead. It's a connection that she made. I didn't make that connection.
I just want to say, I think the UCB Blacks is a great team, but I think that like their third beats are really weak. Just when you're going to see them.
Yeah, you see?
Kool-Aid-
That's what they do to you, these people. They love you and then they fucking hate you.
No.
By the way, I had a joke.
That-
I used to have a joke about the Kool-Aid Man. You guys wrote about Kool-Aid Man in my stand-up act. Give it Jonestown Massacre.
Right.
You did a bit about it.
Yes, because
You did stand up
they
at
all
the
drank-
massacre.
Because the Kool-Aid Massacre, they all drank Kool-Aid.
Flavor Aid.
And then the whole point was the Kool-Aid Man bust through and was like, "Oh no!" And then you said that's what he says.
Oh no, yeah, because he's past
Yeah.
the thing.
Good. That's,
But at Jonestown, yeah,
that's
people
some-
who
that's
like
some
the
good A to
history
B.
get that one. Check it out. It's on iTunes.
If you
guys.
don't like that joke, it's because you haven't read enough.
that's your fault because that's a good joke.
because reading a big, thick, dense academic book is the only way to know that
Fucking get on the
Jonestown and Kool-Aid are dots you can
Hey,
connect.
guys, take your zip line of my stand-up act. Huh?
It's low elevation. You'll get there very fast.
Ladies drink free. It's right below the Grand Canyon.
it's ground zero comedically. It's where the action is.
Kool-Aid
What they call
was
it.
invented in 1920.
And
It's true.
you-
No, this is not a bit. When you guys were talking about Kool-Aid, I got a little bored and I Googled Kool-Aid.
It's a good show. It's a good show.
No, it's a great show. It's a great show. It's a great show. I didn't get bored. I was just like interested in Kool-Aid and it's funny because you said when you made the joke about like, oh, you guys will look it up later. I was like, what did he say? And I was looking it up, and as you were saying, you'll look it up later.
All right, so-
anyway, it was originally called Fruit Smack.
Wow.
And it was
Somebody's
only changed in the
offended by that.
50s. Fruit Smack.
But then they found out that that's what Hitler's first Schlieffen plan was called. Before he changed
Yeah,
it
it's
to-
you have to get all the way to the to turn left when you hit the channel. If your right foot hits the English Channel, then go down. But they didn't.
Operation Fruit Smack.
Also,
Yeah.
on the Kool-Aid site, the first, like when you're Googling and it has like a blurb, like the first text from the site, and it said, Kool-Aid was invented by a great, kind, wonderful man.
Who is he?
It's very defensive. I think he may have like hit someone with his car.
That sounds like Steven Seagal's page.
Oh my God. Go treat yourself. Go to Steven Seagal's IMDb page and read his biography. It's insanity.
Steven Seagal, viral,
My IMDb page is so like absolutely fallacious. Like I think I'm dating the Grand Duchess Anastasia
I
from
think that's
1918. Like
Jefferson Davis, probably.
no, me. Like it's like who writes it?
That must be
I'm
terrible
not
to
allowed
have
change
people
my own
that
IMDb
care so
page.
much about your career that they're making up stuff. What?
I don't know.
Where would you zip line?
By the way, for my Teen Wolf fans out there, I want you to know that season 5 is going to be a real doozy. Get ready for some wolves fucking, and some werewolves turning into wolves and fucking wolves.
Whoa.
It's gonna be good.
You promised at the Austin Television Festival you wouldn't go there.
Dan, look, as Jeff Davis, the not creator of Teen Wolf, but people think I am, I'm going to give the people what they fucking want. And what the people want is wolves fucking. It's gonna be doggy
Be
style.
careful of that feedback, Wolf.
Mr. Davis, what do you call the show when he turns 20?
Wolf.
That's our show, everybody.
That may be your show, but mine requires a little bit more.
Dan, look, we started off.
That's my it requires my weird cigar box dick.
Dan, I don't believe in astrology as such, but I do know that if you describe a Libra, you describe me very well. I believe in balance. We started off the show with you doing a very poor rap. And I think we've gone through like
A couple good ones, and yeah.
I think the only way to end the show, because we just got the
we don't have time. We flew Spencer out to.
Let's go back.
You guys have been on stage for
interpreted-
8 hours.
I interpreted the sign that guy gave us as more. They love it.
He was giving a high five. He's like, you know what? Just
drag the show
You're doing great.
across my
High
throat.
five.
It's so good. It's curing my my lymphatic cancer.
Don't stop. Never stop.
He was saying
5 more years.
You're massaging my throat with your
My
great
room is
show.
555.
he was saying drawing the cancer out of my life.
I just love that.
Giraffe the show. Make it an inhuman neck. Giraffe it.
You know, in the audience right now, there are people that have never heard the podcast and don't know
Giraffe
what
the
the
show.
show is.
If you're not happy with that, fucking kill yourselves. Giraffe the show. Giraffe the show. Don't really.
Rory.
Yeah.
Rory, take it.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Hands up first.
Rory, no, Rory, you're first, baby.
Yeah. I don't know how to rap.
And Rory.
I'm really white.
Rory, get really racist.
Dan, you
Get
start.
really racist.
Don't tell me to get really
East
racist.
to the south, to the street, to the hat. I fucked your mama like my name was that guy that fucks your mama. And then a camel and a llama. Sometimes I go to easy places for a rhyme, but I won't say that I fucked your mama and the word time because time rhymes with rhyme and everyone knows that, but I fucked your mama so hard she lost her hat.
Yeah.
Then I helped her find it in a mall. She couldn't find it. It was in a toilet stall. But your mama doesn't poop, so we don't know why. And then I fucked your daddy in his eye.
Meta.
You got a socket for an eye. You can fuck him right in the eye. One-eyed Willie fucking hold his head. I put my dick in his fucking eye hole. Yeah, what?
You
What? You just a copy pot.
Aaron.
I'm just naming people from Google.
Aaron, take it.
Yeah.
Aaron McGathy on the mic.
Oh,
Break it down.
You guys are wasted on some absinthe, and I'm
Absinthe.
sitting here like a perfect nymph because when I spread my legs on the subway, it's a party.
Foul. It's a
Thank you for coming to Harmontown, you guys. That's been our 3-hour show. We love you so much. Rory Albanese, am I saying that right? How do you say it? Albanese.
Albanese!
Albanese.
Hey, Albanese!
Thank you, Jane, for the fight that Dan and I will have later.
Dan Harmon on IFC.
It's dedicated to you.
Jane for getting everybody absolutely murdered on absinthe.
Yeah, Jane, you're
Erin
a murderer.
McGathy, Spencer Crittenden, I'm Jeff Davis. Dan Harmon, your mayor, everybody. Go, Erin, go. Tap it.
Yo. Secret track. You thought I was gone, but now I'm back.
Everybody
Get
leave.
the secret track.
Everybody
You cannot
exits.
leave. You
Go.
can never, ever leave.
Stand
you
up
have
and
to
leave.
stay.
Podcast starts
Secret
again.
track. New podcast. This one's just 20 minutes long, but it's like Talking Dead. Yo. What was that episode about? Well, we're here live after watching that episode, and it was pretty fucking weird. My name is
Your
Chris
exits
Hardwick.
are 2 to the front and 2 to the rear.
Yow. Door prizes. Bottle openers. Random words.
This is
Flowers.
This is the most exercise Dan gets, you guys.
All right, thank you. I hope to see some of you at the taping on Wednesday if you were able to make it in there. Rory Albanese, I don't know why I'm re-ending the show. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, everybody. Sorry we didn't get to play the game. Did you get any of that?
It's a good show.